uses air pressure and glass. By the way, in this set of two, they are both glass, but you use the air pressure to then expel the oil and vinegar from the bottle. So now, if you've ever read the side of a spray can of oil or a spray can that you buy in the store and you see some of the ingredients in there, we don't want to eat those. Also, those ingredients that we don't want to eat, they're usually not good for your nonstick pans. This is how you can get the most value out of your olive oils, your vinegars, even your citrus juices to add flavor to your food. And now you're not eating all the bad stuff, just the good stuff. So it's the first day presented at this lower price. It's a set of two for $22.70. They work like this. Pump the air into the bottle. We've got water in this one, don't worry. And then you just spray it. Watch this. Isn't that cool? Can you see it at all? Wait, I'll do it in front of my face. Ooh, misty. But it comes out in a very fine spray. There, you're using less ingredients and you're covering more of your food. Isn't that nice? So you're actually saving money on buying olive oils and vinegars too. Nice shot! But 5 easy payments of $4.54. This set that's here with me, we call this one the Watercolors. So you get one in that pretty amber watercolor and then one in that pretty ocean color of watercolor. Then on QVC.com, we have two other options for you. One of them is called Tuscany, and it has olives. And then the other one is called Lemons, and it's got lemons. Wait a minute, can you go back to the Tuscany for a second? I said olives. I believe those are grapes. There she goes. Those, I've never seen purple olives. Actually, yes, I have Kalamata. But we have Jeremy Parker that's going to come into the show live and save me from myself. He's joining right now. Hey, Chef Jeremy. It's the Jeremy Show today.
Hi, how you doing, Mary D?
It's
doing
so
my little
good.
Mary D dance.
I love a Mary D dance. You know what? It's so nice to be able to spend today with you. And because we've talked about these before, I love my Mistos, but can you tell everybody, why are these special? Why are these different from other things we could find?
Well, first off, these are powered by the air that we breathe. There's no aerosol, there's no CO2, there's no nitrous oxide or any other chemicals. It's whatever oil you want. If you want to cook with avocado oil, MCT oil, if you're doing the keto thing, you have a special oil, even just a good olive oil. All you do here, and let me just load one for you, Mary, to show you. This is just some water that I have here. Fill it up. You want to leave a little bit of room, though, for air pressure. Okay, so don't top this all the way off. That's the only thing to remember. And then you put in the sprayer. You twist on the cap. And by the way, we even put Bill only halfway, just so you can remember right there. Just a little side note. Pump this. The lid is your pump. And then you just pump this, I don't know, maybe a dozen times or so until you feel that pressure. And then that is just like that. Remember that hairspray from the 80s, the good stuff? But it was really bad for the ozone.
Yes.
So it works like aerosol, but it just uses the air that we breathe. And now why this is important is because if you want to do things like, here I have some balsamic vinegar, which is pretty high in calories. Maybe you're cutting the calories, you just want a flavor, and you're doing, say, a caprese salad. Well, now you can just spray only the flavor. You're not going to have to try and, if you're doing this, like I've got a big bottle over here, and if you've ever tried to go real quick, Mary, I'm sure we've all done this, and you kind of like that, right? And it's just completely doused, and then now you've got 2 tablespoons instead of maybe a quarter of a teaspoon. So you're really going to save and just flavor it. I love this too for oil. So if you're doing oil in a pan, if you're making garlic bread and you want to do olive oil instead of a big olive oil line, just spray this with that olive oil. In fact, let me do this with some chili oil so you can see. I've got just this has got a little bit of red in it, just so you can see what's happening is that you can see there. Now I'm only putting oil where I need it. Now you can spread some garlic on there, bake that, maybe a little herbes Provence. It's delicious. Also, if you have an air fryer and maybe you want to do truffle oil. Truffle oil is delicious. It's expensive. So you can fill this with truffle oil. Whatever you don't use, Mary, pour it back into the bottle. And again, this is just the easiest way to coat just enough to get the flavor, but not enough to add all those calories.
Jeremy, I want to add a personal tip and testimonial. I use these all the time. If you watch In My Kitchen, Where's Mary? I absolutely have these in my kitchen. When you clean them, because these are very easy to clean, I use my Kochblume silicone brush and get down in there and clean it out. But what I also do, I take this nozzle off because it comes off easily, and I soak this in warm water. Anytime you're going to be putting food through a fine mist sprayer, you definitely want to get some soap and water in there to keep it running perfectly. So that's just a little Mary tip in my own kitchen.
Yeah.
That's definitely what I do. But a set of 2 means that you're good to go year round. Maybe one's your oil, your vinegar. And Jeremy, I got this tip from you. I now use one of my Mistos with some citrus on the inside and use that to season my seafood.
That's right, your seafood. And also, Mary, what I do is I do a little seasoned salt with some lemon on my veggies. Steam your vegetables and then spray them with lemon juice. This is just lemon juice. That's all this is. You could use fresh lemon juice. You could use the stuff that you buy in the little plastic, a little seasoning salt there. It's delicious.
So cool. Now
That right there is awesome.
We do have 5 easy payments of $4.54. If you picked up the lemon one, you could put citrus juice in there and you'd be so matchy-matchy cute. But we also have them in Tuscany, and that's the one where you saw the grapes on both of the bottles. And then we also have the one that is here on set with me called Watercolors, and you get one in that pretty amber shade and one in that pretty blue shade. But it is the first day presented at this lower price. Remember, it's non-aerosol, but it acts like one because it's using the power of air pressure that you're pumping into it at the top. And look at what our website is saying. It's going. So definitely don't miss this one. And Jeremy, you're going to be back with the countertop chopper big deal in just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for some cauliflower rice. Woo!
So ready. I'm so ready, Jeremy. We'll see you soon. You know what? Chef Aaron McCargo is coming up next. And don't forget, your Misto is definitely a best friend with your air fryer. Now, I mentioned that every Friday night I cook live in my kitchen, and it's called